Hey, hey, hey. My name is Shanrika Crawford Benjamin, and this is Money Minutes. Money Minutes is brought to you every Monday because traditionally, Monday is the beginning of the work week. It's my goal with Money Minutes to share with you some information that will cause you to see money differently and also to be mindful of the ways in which you spend your money on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and then pass the information on down to the babies. All right, and I want to start off by saying Happy New Year to everyone. It's the first Monday in 2021. It's also the first week of 52 weeks in year 2021. So today's subject will be on saving. And to me, saving is the key to building wealth. And I will tell you why I say that. All right. But first, let's talk about Money Minutes is brought to you by say something.company.site. And I am the author of Kids Love Money, They Just Don't Understand It, which is the book that you see here. It's an interactive workbook that teaches kids the basics about money. There are also flashcards that you could purchase as well that reiterate what's in the workbook as well as introduce new concepts that will be coming in the upcoming books. However, it is available on say something.company.site if you're interested for the youth in your life. All right. So I know a lot of people talk about, oh, well, there are a lot of things you could do with money. And yes, there is. But at the basis of anything that you do, you have to save, right? So you must save in order to save. You got to save in order to spend, in order to invest, own real estate, donate, start a business or a company. You have to have some money. And in order for you to have that money, you had to have saved it, right? Um, it's the basis of it. So if you don't master saving money, then it's highly unlikely that you will reach those other goals, whether they be, to invest it, own real estate, donate, start a business, those things. You wouldn't be able to accomplish those things because you're not saving the money. All right. So there are three basic reasons to save. I believe this is according to Dave Ramsey. Um, One is an emergency fund. It's said to have 3 to 12 months of living expenses. So whatever you spend on your monthly bills for 1 month, you need to have at least 3 months, times three, that that amount up to a year's worth of living expenses saved up. So that way, you lose your job, you get sick, whatever the case may be, you can cover those expenses. Uh, and I know most people may not have that much saved, but as a beginner saver, it said it is recommended or suggested that the balance be $500. So if you don't have anything and you set that goal for $500, that's awesome. You're starting. The thing is to get started. All right. Another basic reason to save is for large purchases, vacations or, sometimes, when you own property, uh, water heater went out, or whatever the case may be, is for large purchases. And then the third basic reason to save is for wealth building, because at some point you're not going to want to work or you may not be able to work. So, when you get to that point, what do you have in place to take care of you? All right. And let's talk about why people don't save and how they can save. All right. So, a lot of times it's a matter of, a lack of financial education. Okay. And that's why they don't do it because they don't know how. On the flip side of that, this is the information age, right? So anything you want to know about and don't want to know about in a lot of cases is available. Go to Google and Google keywords like personal finance, budget, learn about money, save money, anything related to finance, Google, and you will get articles. You may even get links to YouTube videos. There are so many different sites that give out free information. So I mean, there's information out there. All you have to do is seek and you shall find. Right. So that takes care of lack of financial education as being a reason or an excuse to why people don't save. All right. So the next one would be they don't have any goals. All right. So if you don't have any goals, then what? You don't have anything to look forward to. So to counteract that, set a goal. There are three basic reasons why you should be saving. If you don't have an emergency fund, start there. If you do have an emergency fund, okay, are large purchases covered in the emergency fund, or is that just to cover your expenses, you know, basic living expenses for the month? So if not, if it's not accounted into that, that's your next goal. Or if you have, emergency fund and you have money set aside for large purchases, next would be your wealth building. What are you putting into place? You know, whether it be 401k, IRA account, you know, life insurance policy, whatever the case may be, you know, if you don't have those things in place for wealth building, that's a goal for you. So there are three, basic reasons why you should save. If you don't have one of those, or if you have one or two of those, work on the third one. All right. So another excuse is not earning enough. Okay. So if you're not earning enough money, start a side hustle. There are sites where you can start a free online store. Some people are creative, they do t-shirts or whatever the case may be. But now is the time where you don't even need a product in order to have an online store. If you are really good at something, teach a virtual class, start, create a course, sell it, record it, sell it to other people. That's something that will earn you extra income. Or write a book. I mean, there are tutorials that tell you how to, write an ebook or, publish your own ebook. So, I mean, there's so many things that can be done. And this is just not even going outside the house, the things that I mentioned, you know, DoorDash and Lyft, and those things still exist. I mean, that's a way to earn extra money, you know. So there's no such thing as not earning enough because you can always, you know, participate in something else that will bring you some more income. All right. And also another reason people don't save is they say their expenses are too high. And a lot of times they are. And in that case, look for ways to decrease your monthly expenses. Look at your cell phone bill. Maybe you can get a cheaper cell phone plan with the carrier that you have, or perhaps you can move to a different carrier. You know, um, Cancel your cable or your satellite service. Instead of using those, you could do streaming, get a streaming app, do Netflix or something of that nature that still, will give you access to, the shows or movies or whatever it is that you like to watch, but at a cheaper price. You're not paying as much. And also coupons. Coupons are a way to save money as well. But these are just some ways or some reasons why people don't save and how they can save that I wanted to share with you all. And I also wanted to, you know, invite you to join me on the 52-week savings challenge. And what I'm going to do is I am going to do $20 a week. So at the end of 52 weeks, my total balance will be $1,040. Now, one of the ways that I am doing this is I've automated the deposits. So every week, $20 would go into this account, a savings account. And also, let me add, you want to get a high yield savings account. So when you're looking for a savings account, look for something that's, a high yield, or that pays a higher rate, because right now most, like checking accounts are only paying like 1%. A lot of them are not paying much more, but you also want to be mindful about where you save that money. So look for a high yield savings account, um, one that sometimes they don't have any minimum balance you need to put in. Sometimes they do, but look around, Google it, and you can find sites that give you comparisons of, good savings accounts or high yield savings accounts that you can use. But like I said, I implore you to join me in the 52-week savings. Even if it's $5 a month, right? The thing is, you're getting in the habit of saving this money. And if you automate it to where it's coming out automatically every week, you won't even miss it, but you'll see your account going up, and that will motivate you to want to save more and more and more. Because maybe you start at $5 and then you get 6 months down the road and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna push it up another $5, or you're doing $10. You're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put in another 10, and you're saving $20 a week. But the goal is to save. You need a starting point. If you don't, you haven't started yet, it's never too late. Um, so, I will be doing the 52-week savings challenge. My goal is to save the $1,040 by saving $20 a week. And I mean, your goal could be whatever it is, but I just gave those examples to show you. I mean, if you save as little as $5, or, up to $20, that is not hard. A lot of times we look at this amount and it overwhelms us. But if you break it down, you know, when you break it down by, weeks and days and hours, or whatever the case may be, you know, it it, it gets it becomes more obtainable. All right, but that's all I wanted to share with you all this week on Money Minutes. I greatly appreciate you joining me this Monday, and I hope that you have a wonderful and wealthy week. Happy 2021, and thank you again.